Got the tank set up in the living room.
2 angelfish actually ended up breeding. What's going on, guys? This is Ryan. Wanted to show off my garage fish room. And actually just noticed my first little shrimplets about 2 or 3 days ago.
I kind of cleaned up everything, got rid of the rest of those fish. Got everything else packed up over here in terms of these tanks.
Don't freak out. I'll explain. I promise I didn't get rid of all the tanks in the fish cave. Today's a special video. Not only am I gonna share with you some fish I've never shown on my channel before, I'm also giving away a bunch of fish. We're giving away 12 plecos. That's right, 12 plecos. And the reason is a big thank you to you. We hit 25,000 strong. The Fish Cave crew is growing so quick. All the likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and especially you. You know who I'm talking about. You're the one that rang that bell. And the best way I could think to give back is one of my beloved things that I keep and breed here in the Fish Cave, and that is plecos. So make sure you watch to the end of the video after all the fish I'm gonna show off that we've never seen before, and I'll show you how you can enter to win some of the 12 plecos. Excited to give those fish away so other people can start working with them too. But let's talk about what we're here for today, and that is showing you some stuff that I've never shown on the channel before. If you've been here for a while, you know that before I started the Fish Cave, before YouTube, back in 2016, my best friend and I tried our hand at breeding tilapia in my garage, and it didn't end so well. Around the same time I was breaking down the tilapia breeding tanks, I was setting up my first 55-gallon aquarium in the living room, and I was sharing some videos of it with my best friend.
What's up, bro? Got the tank set up in the living room. These are not the fish I want to end up with. There's like 1 little tetra and 2 angelfish. These are the fish that came with this tank when I bought it, and I'm just using them to help kind of cycle the tank whenever it gets started. Once I get the cichlids that I want, I'm gonna take these guys. In a week or two when I get the new fish, I'm gonna put them, those angelfish, whatever, and the tetra in here. And then whenever you want this tank, whether it's next week or next year or whatever, you can come grab it. You can take the angelfish and the tetra if you want, or we'll figure out what to do with them then. But I figured I'd keep it running, keep the good bacteria in the filter or whatever. That way when you want to get started, like I said, no rush. If you never want to get started, it's fine. But if you want to get started, it's there for you. I kind of cleaned up everything, got rid of the rest of those fish, got everything else packed up over here in terms of these tanks. I cleaned them out a little bit. I didn't scrub them. I figured if we sell them, whatever, we'll figure it out then. The 20 gallons over there. And I stacked up everything else over here. So if, yeah, whatever.
You're damn right I didn't count out us doing the whole tilapia adventure again. As a matter of fact, I still got that box of stuff and a lot more experience.
And I stacked up everything else over here. So if, yeah, whatever, just came to give you an update. I want to show you my tank and then let you know that, you know, that's there for you. But
I hope that gives you a little behind the scenes look at what was going on in here during that time, kind of what my thought process was, what I was into, what my plans were. I quickly learned that good fish friends don't send non-fish friends fish videos. They don't really appreciate it too much. So I started filming some stuff for really nobody. This is a year before I started a channel. This was some footage I shot just playing around more than a year before I started a YouTube, just trying to summer my inner fish tuber at the time.
All right, so Monday, January 9th, got the 55-gallon cichlid tank up and running, except the African cichlids haven't been purchased yet. 2 angelfish actually ended up breeding. Had these fish in here for a little less than a week. I bought them about 2 weeks ago with the tank. Just didn't know what to do with them. Have them in here to try to cycle the tank, and they ended up breeding. The tank's been up and running for probably close to 2 weeks now. The other change I made today, well, I didn't make the first change of the eggs, but the other change I made today was I put some of this moss on these rocks to make them look a little more real. You see the piece of the moss still floating around. Hopefully that clears up. When I get the cichlids, they may end up eating the moss and even these plants over here, and even the plants that they're hosting right now. But we'll see if these survive. Those got a lot of babies. Today is January 16th, 2017. Bought the tank about a month ago as a Christmas gift from the wife. I previously have had a bunch of tanks and stuff outside, raised tilapia. This was my first attempt at a fish tank in the house in a while, since I was a kid actually, and I really wanted to do an African cichlid tank. Found this tank for sale, didn't have any of the contents in here, literally had these two angelfish, some of these plants which are doing really poorly. You can see I think they're Java fern. I bought this Java moss and kind of super glued it on there. Hopefully it'll start to grow. It's only been in there for about a week. Same with these two Anubias plants. Glued them onto this driftwood. But yeah, anyway, bought this tank and it had some kind of gravel substrate. These two koi angels as well as some tetras. Unfortunately, when I got them and put them in a holding tank, most of the tetras died except for one, and then these two angelfish survived. I set up this tank and I added these two angelfish as well as the surviving tetra to kind of cycle it, and then I noticed these two start to breed. Actually, they had been in the tank not even a week, and they were plucking at these leaves and fighting, and I kept thinking they were two males. I don't know. I didn't really do a lot of research on these. I was just going to stick them in a tank outside once I got the cichlids, and they planted eggs all in these leaves. They're there for like 2.5 days. I think they eventually ate them. I really wanted to keep these plants, and so these are, I think they're Java fern. I got them from the tank when I bought them, and I kind of rearranged them. Same with these. Some of these are doing okay. I actually just put flourishing for the first time. I think that's some hair algae, if I'm not mistaken. The Anubias actually took some hits from the angels fish. They're breeding. Took one of those leaves off. 4 baby bristlenose plecos. 2 kind of big, 2 kind of small. Way too young to sex. Maybe 2 males and 2 females though. That'd be cool. Let's release them.
After I started adding some tanks out in the garage, and keep in mind this is still well before the YouTube channel, well before the fish cave, I decided to try my hand at filming my first ever fish tour, and here it is.
What's going on, guys? This is Ryan. Just wanted to show off my garage fish room. I have 5 small tanks out here, some larger tanks inside. Gonna focus on the outdoor tanks today. This is a 10-gallon. Currently has some male steel nebula guppies and a few assorted random female guppies. There's also 2 albino bristlenose plecos. They're probably hiding right now. There's a fake plant, and then also have some real plants. This is, I bought it as dwarf sag. Oh, there's one of the albino plecos back there. Most of my tanks have real plants. This is one of the only fake ones, and I'll go through the actual next tank that has some fake plants. This is a 15-gallon tall that also has some assorted guppies. It's pretty much just feeder grade guppies and a bunch of random fake plants. There's also a few peppered corridors, these guys down here. There's about 3 or 4 of those back there. Moving along, another 10-gallon over here. More guppies. These are male, just some assorted kind of wild type antler guppies. A little bit of guppy grass, some more of that dwarf sag, and we have some more corridors. This time, some of the green and albino corridors. It's also a super red bristlenose pleco, little baby guy grilling out back there. All my tanks out here are run on sponge filters, 1 pump. Moving on to the next tank. This is a 10-gallon dirted tank, my first attempt at a dirted tank, which had mixed results so far. This has a bunch of live plants. There's some, what I believe is Rotala. Got it for sale, a bunch of it for $2. It's growing like crazy. I bought this, which I believe is a dwarf aquarium lily. Some more dwarf sag here. It's growing pretty good in this tank. These little coconut husks I bought,
I believe it was eBay or Amazon. Supposed to be Java moss, and died back real quick on me, and it's just starting to creep up a little bit. Plant in the back there is a crypt, not exactly sure what type. As far as the aquatic life, there's I think 1 or 2 little baby guppies, a bunch of Malaysian trumpet snails, which are all on the glass, a bunch of babies in there, and then there's some cherry shrimp. There's about 8 adults, and actually just noticed my first little shrimplets about 2 or 3 days ago. So there's at least a dozen shrimplets in there. There's a few good looking cherry shrimp. Most of them are average grade, but definitely looking to kind of cull them and get the line a little redder. It's currently my favorite tank right now. It's a 20 gallon. This currently houses some molly fry, some Dalmatian molly fry, an orange molly, and then also 2 bristlenose plecos. One standard right there, a few inches long. Still not sure if it's a male or female. Probably female, but still could start growing some bristles. And then there's a super red. Likes to hang out back here on the sponge filter, just kind of chilling. And if we can get some of the fry swimming around here, darting quick. But these are just some plain Dalmatian black and white molly fry. This has some driftwood, and I actually put a bunch of Java moss on there, pleco cave. Most of my tanks out here have pool filter sand as a bottom, but this tank and the other 15 gallon, that's the newest setup, I still have bare bottoms. This tank I also have a hang-on back filter in addition to a sponge filter, simply because of all the fry. I'm doing water change about twice a week, but just want to overfiltrate as opposed to underfiltrate. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the outside fish room for now. Thanks for watching. I hope that gives you a little closer inside look behind the scenes, what was going on at the beginning. Started with some guppies and some plecos. Didn't have much success with those specific fish, but then ended up getting some different strains of bristlenose, which I want to talk to you about next week, and we're going to be giving some away here in just a second. And also got some guppies, and we kind of came full circle with the guppies because now we have some more guppies in the fish cave. The giveaway. I want to give back to you. Like I said, I'm really thankful for 25,000 subscribers. It's insane. It's probably the last time we're going to be able to do this for a while, so I want to make this one big. Like I said, 12 plecos. I want to specifically give away the marble calico, simply because I really want people to work with this strain. I think there's a lot of different calico bristlenose plecos out there. And in a video, when we announce the winner, I'm going to talk about the different types of plecos and how not all are created equal, how I had my experiences buying some stunted super reds that were more washed out. Even though I don't think mine are the most perfect super reds in the world, they are head and shoulders above what I had, and I think they're one of the better strains out there. But I believe my marble calico strain is super special, and I want to offer 2 6-packs to 2 different individuals. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm hoping you guys can breed them out, grow them out and breed them with 6 fish. I'm practicing what I preach. I tell people all the time, buy 6 fish. It's what I do. It's literally what I do. For all the international viewers out there, I apologize. I can only ship the fish within the United States. However, you'll still can participate and enter, and I can send you some stickers, so stay tuned. How do you enter? All you need to do is like this video, be subscribed to this channel, share any video of wild fish tanks to your friends or family that you think is going to be beneficial to them, and then make a comment down below. The comment has to be your favorite shaped fish. Doesn't matter what fish it is, just your favorite shape of a fish. Doesn't matter if you keep it or not. Doesn't matter if it's the nastiest fish and you'd hate it, but if you just like the shape. So I want to hear what your favorite shaped fish is in the comment section below. We're gonna do a random picker. The first 2 people I pick that are from the US are gonna get 6-pack of calico plecos shipped to them. And then the first 2 individuals that are from outside the US are going to get a sticker. So please include whether you're located in the US or not. You have until the end of this Sunday, April 26th, to leave your comments down below before I do the picking. And then we'll announce the winner in the video. We're talking about the coloration of different bristlenose plecos, which will be out the following week. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Check out some more fish cave tours right there. Other fish tank antics right there. As always, stay positive and stay passionate.